12,000 square foot overall of production.
Okay.
This room is intended to be my primary commercial production. So I've got 5 troughs, roughly 2,500 plant sites per trough, so 12,500 in the greenhouse. Right now, I am planting out at 2/3 capacity. That is 39 trays of 128 seedlings a week. At full capacity, I'll be at about 57 trays a week. And that's running on a 6-week grow cycle. So when light starts fading, I'm gonna have to go to a 7-week cycle. So my full capacity will drop down to what I'm doing now. So even though I could go up, I've decided that from now until spring, we're just gonna stay at this 2/3, and I'm gonna work on focusing my staff on efficiencies. I wanna get our transplanting efficiency better, I wanna get seeding better, and I wanna stay with what they're doing and not go up and then come back down and such. So we're gonna stay where we are. For the last 12 weeks, we have been focused on getting ready for today. So it's been fire triage and minimal schedule production. We started commercial sales 3 weeks ago because that was the first time that we had consistent, planned, and dependable production. 6-week cycle, right? I got here 1st of July. That was 12 weeks ago. Our first 4 weeks was just, oh crap, what are we doing? From there, we had that regular plan and we've started getting those harvests now. Right now, I should be getting so the black flags should have been harvested last week. We pushed that harvest to this week so you could see mature plants. But the black flags, that's about 500, almost 600 butterhead lettuce. The black flags over there, that's our salad mix. So 30 rafts a week of butterhead, 28 holes a raft. 60 rafts a week of salad mix at 28 holes a raft. We have basil, we have mizuna, we have tatsoi, pak choi. We have a mix of crops. Now, restaurants and hotels, that's where we're selling everything right now. Salad mix, lettuce, every week, guaranteed. Basil, high revenue crop, consistent purchase from restaurants. That was our easiest point of entry for sales. But our mission is to get food into the hands of people who need it. So that's our local community. So our Harvest Box program launches October 1st. So we're almost a month away from it, or a little less. That is a CSA style box, but it's a weekly purchase. Right? The traditional 8-week season, 12-week season would price out our community because they're unemployed, underemployed. They are food insecure. So to put that money out front, they would be priced out. A $30 weekly box that is 7 to 12 items, that is enough for 2 to 3 people to get meals for a week, that they can do. If I can sell 200 of those boxes a week, that's a $40,000 monthly revenue. That covers my OPEX for the greenhouse and a little bit more. Between this room, that room, the vine crop room, the garden, I should be able to produce 3 times or more over that 200 box goal. At that point, I should be able to cover the OPEX for the entire farm. And
how many bucks a month?
2 to 3 times over my 200 box goal. So
okay.
400 to 600 a month. Okay. Or sorry, no, a week. A week, not a month. My goal is 200 a week. That covers my OPEX, my minimum OPEX goal. Our farm is a 501c3 nonprofit. But as anybody who's ever worked for soft money knows, no donor wants to pay salary. No donor wants to cover OPEX. So they always ask that pesky question of what percentage goes to OPEX. We want to be able to look at our donors and say 0. That our own revenue streams cover all of our day-to-day costs. Your $1 million donation is going to add $50 sixth graders to our scholars program. And that $1 million is going to take those sixth graders until they graduate. You know, your $500,000 is going to pay for farm-to-table dinner classes for our community to learn how to prepare fresh food, right? We want our soft money to go to programs. So to that end, one of the things that drove me here was this idea of commercial transparency. Most commercial farms, as many of y'all that have been around for a while know, they teach workshops, they do consultations, they do system designs, they sell systems as well as produce. And upwards in some farms of 50% of their gross revenue comes from non-produce sales. I want our farm to be 100% produce. All of our gross revenue comes from that. Now, we'll still do classes, we'll still do trainings and tours and all of that, but that's going to be run through the education department of Timberview. That's not from the commercial farm. And my dream is to do the best commercial training program that has ever existed. I want to do a small cohort program, 5 to 6 people, where you apply, I choose whoever, and you are a gainful paid employee, where you get paid 20 hours a week to work in my greenhouse. You get that boots in the ground knowledge of how to run a farm. And then I go get a grant for another 20 hours a week paid. So that cohort is a 40-hour-a-week paid employee. But that other 20 hours comes from that grant, and that pays all of the book knowledge for how to design the system, how to operate, how to do all of that. But most importantly, sales, marketing, business design, how to manage a team, how to be a supervisor and not a grower. Almost every farmer I've known over the last 15 years is far better than I am at growing, but they're barely, if at all, profitable. Or if they're profitable, it's not because of their crop. So I want to teach people how to do a profitable farm as a farmer. So that's my goal. And so by next year in Maryland, I hope to be able to present on that program and open applications for my first cohort. That's my goal. I figured I did this in 12 weeks, so I got 12 months. I'll figure it out.